everybody to the program. And we're live. We are live. Welcome to the program. We are live. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, whoa, whoa. I guess we are live. I'll start again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Good morning, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey, 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 hey. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, oh, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Welcome to the program. Good morning, everybody. How you doing, man? So lots of interesting stuff going on. I guess it's kind of like a weird energy today, right? There's the Chinese zodiac, and a lot of people. I don't know if you believe in zodiac, astrology. You look up at the stars and you say, "Oh, there's nothing there but stardust and light and things, right? Positions of the stars, right? It's all mysterious, right?" But prior to the invention of things like what we're doing right here, which is streaming live and devices in our pockets and all these electronic devices that kind of take us away from the sky, right? Instead, we're inside looking down at the device, right? But for thousands and thousands, maybe millions of years, humans have looked up for evidence of something, evidence of their existence. See, I look at astrology more as the ancients used it as not only a way to tell time, tell what season they were in, but they basically planted information in those stars. And what I mean is this. They basically said, for example, the Buddha said, when he saw the morning star, he knew that he was enlightened, right? He knew it because he had looked. Not many people see the morning star. You have to be up in the morning. 2, it has to be a crystal clear morning, no clouds, right? As the sun comes up, you see it. I saw it this morning here in northeast Pennsylvania, a little bit. Right? You have to be aware that it's there, right? Or you won't see it, right? So, for example, that's one example that the Buddha used the morning star to say that when you see, he's not saying when I saw or I see the morning star, I'm enlightened. He's saying when you see it and you realize that. Right, so that's just one example of, ways of marking time using astrology. I think that's one of the things it does. It marks time. The positions of the stars are always in the same place, right? And so are we at different times of the year, right? Because when you sit and you see the morning star, you are in the exact position that the Buddha was in when he woke up, and he's saying you too. Remember, the Buddha's dead. Right? The Buddha is long dead. You're still alive. So we'll look at a little bit about Chinese zodiac. We have our own too, Pisces and such. What else is going on? A lot of weird stuff. Trump and Joe Biden collectively have won the Nevada primary. As if anybody's really paying attention. I don't think Joe Biden was even on the ballot, and Trump wasn't on the ballot. It's so ridiculous, but they're still holding. This is, if you're watching from abroad, this is how we do elections. They don't really matter anymore. The rules and the regulations are so constricting and so ridiculous and so ununderstandable that nobody even knows, has the common sense to go out and vote. Right? In this one, it said with Nikki Haley, she got like 33% of, I don't know, nobody in Nevada. And another candidate, none of these candidates got 60% because Trump wasn't on the ballot. So, a lot of still ridiculousness is, in our elections. Some scam over there in New York City, $2 million. Bribery scam, and NYCHA workers, people that are superintendents of the projects, where all the minorities live, right? All the poor people in the projects. Some of these guys rise up to superintendent, and then they start taking bribes and making money, right? So there was a big bust in New York City. 70 NYCHA workers rounded up and potentially thrown in jail. And what else we got? Yeah, McDonald's. Holy shit, McDonald's. You talk about inflation. McDonald's, right, charging $18 for a Big Mac meal. Holy smokes, right? Wow, dog burger, right? Shit burger. Why would somebody pay $18 for a Big Mac when you can buy you could buy a fucking pound, I guess if you're into meat, you could buy a pound of steak. Buy your pound of flesh and cook it. I'm not a fan of any of that stuff. The meat thing, really, it's kind of killing, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. We may see a big announcement at the Super Bowl if Travis, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, is playing in the Super Bowl on Sunday, and there's a rumor floating around that he might, when he wins his Super Bowl ring, if he wins his Super Bowl ring, his next Super Bowl ring, he's going to get on a knee and propose to the great Taylor Swift, the icon of our time, the great anemic Taylor Swift, right? Powerful Taylor Swift, who controls the Z-Gen vote. And we'll flash to the markets. Markets look to open up. Dow Jones is up. Futures up 73. NASDAQ up 78. This is the thumbnail today, for lack of a better one. The Wooden Dragon, the year of the Wooden Dragon. I'm excited about it because it falls in the year that I was born. So it's not only the year of the dragon, but it's my year, right? And again, I have an announcement. I might be traveling. I'll just give you a hint. I think I'm gonna take an adventure, and I may be canning this particular live stream for a while, for a few, maybe 2-3 weeks, but I'll still be posting regularly. I'm going to try to post videos where I am. Go back to the old way of posting videos, and we'll do it premiere so everybody can chirp in and have the conversation to the left, like all these fine people are doing. I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. I'm just finalizing the details of that. It's going to be a fun trip. It's going to be an interesting. I haven't taken a trip out of the country in quite a while, so I'm due for it, and can't wait to try it. Can't wait to see. I'm very interested in what the world thinks of America. You know what I mean? Maybe that's American centric, but I am curious. I'm very curious what people, where I'm going, and you'll find out where I'm going. It's a very interesting place, and you'll know it too. I'm curious what they think of Trump, for example. What they think of who could win the American election, right? Because it matters. It matters. Globally, who wins these things. And so anyway, so this is my website, Marcus Conti. This is the morning report. I do this, and I've done it for a long time. I don't know, I've been talking to YouTube. I guess I'm talking to the YouTube AI bots. They're trying to say that this channel has no scratches, has no strikes, has no warnings, nothing left, right? Because time has passed and that kind of rhetoric is not really in my mouth anymore. But for some reason, YouTube has decided to demonetize this channel forever. They're saying it's permanently disabled for money. Right? That's fucked up, right? Imagine that you get a death sentence, right? That's a death sentence. That's terminal illness, right? For what? You ask them, say, well, what exactly did this reporter say that was so offensive to anything more than what Fox or MSNBC or CNN says? What is so vile about what this reporter has said to bar him from making a living, right? And why are you still hiding his videos from people? There's 35 likes and the clicker says 1 view. Right? It's bullshit. It's totally rigged. But anyway, so every morning 9 a.m. we're live, philosophical, educational. There really is no politics here. It's just, politics are instrumental in trying to understand our humanity, right? Because it's the apes picking the lead ape, right? The ape that leads the other apes, right? That's all politics really is. And why should that be offensive? Or one ape got sick, and he took an injection and it made him more sick or less sick. Right? These are common inquiries. There's nothing misleading about any of these things. It's just talk. It's just speech. We speak. Words come out of our mouth, right? No one is hurt by our words per se. It's just public. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Go somewhere else. No public accommodation is ever taken away from you for something that I may have said on my program. You lose nothing, right? And so why shouldn't my program be available to people who want to hear it, right? And always have, right? This show used to get over 100,000 views sometimes for one little video, right? It was up there, right? And now, so what changed? What changed? Nothing changed with me. It changed with the powers that be. I hate to be a complainer, but I guess that's actually the news of our time. The degree to which censorship exists in our country, right? Well, yeah, you could still be here, but we're not going to show you to anybody, right? And we're not going to allow you to make any money from it. Right? So anyway, that's what we'll talk about. So let's jump right in. Thank you everybody for joining me. Vinny DiMartini in the house. Weevil Girl is here. The Wrenches are here. Sickle Fritz 896 in the house. Colossal Bigfoot. William R. Hall, the artist from Syracuse, New York, is here as well. Candice, Cas Philly Camden, what's up, man? What's up, brother? Who else is here? Champs, Jim Gerard, good morning, Jim. What's up? Sean Kane, John R, what's up? So welcome everybody to the program, and again, we'll start here. Let's do it. So the astrology, right? Let me read the headline. The year of the wood dragon is coming. What it means for your zodiac sign, right? So we'll look at it. I want to look at the zodiac first, and then we'll stumble through the stories of our time, right? The main stories that I just mentioned, and see maybe is there a correlation there? Is astrology real? Is it or is it just something that makes us feel good, or maybe a little of both? Right? That's probably a little of both. So, splitting wood and spitting fire. The Chinese New Year begins on February 10. That's 3 days away, ushering us into the year of the wood dragon. While the archetype of the dragon applies directly to those born, listen to these years if you were born in any of them. 1940, 1952, 1964, 1976, 1988, 2000, 2012, and this year, 2024. If you were born in any of those years, the energy of the wood dragon would lend itself to the collective in the coming year. So it's kind of specific. There's 8 years, all the way dating back to the 40s, that your sign would fall on. Mine is 1964. I'll be 60 years old, right? So that's my. I just gave away my age, right? I should never do that, right? Should never do that. But what is that vanity thing? People don't say their age. What do I care? What do I care? Offering us guidance on the entrance of the dragon. I don't know what that's all about. Mayo tells the Post, for over 3,000 years, the Chinese zodiac calendar has been used to predict the future of health and prosperity. Wow. See, they use it, right? The Greeks did it. The Chinese did it before the Greeks, apparently, right? Right? The Greeks started, I guess it all came around about 3,000 years ago. And by 2,500 years ago, I guess religions. 2,000 years ago, you had the Jesus God. 2,500 years ago, you had the Buddha God, or the Buddha. Right? Understanding the nature of these forces will help us navigate a prosperous year. Right? We all want that. Traits of the wood dragon zodiac. I don't know why they're showing a piece of wood. A piece of wood, right? These are each. If you didn't know this, I guess most people know this. Or I don't know. Maybe they don't teach it in school anymore. Kids watching, they don't know anything. They don't know anything anymore. All they know is everything is racist or not racist. Everything is misogynistic or feminism, right? They know what bathroom to use, but they don't. They want to use any bathroom, but they can't tell how old this tree is from the rings around the center. Each ring around the center, and unfortunately, you got to cut the tree down with a fucking chainsaw to see it. But you see the rings. Each ring is a growth spurt, and we have no problem fucking cutting a tree down to show it to you. So wooden dragon, the wood element will have a powerful influence on all zodiac signs. Wood is the element of yang. It is the energy of spring, of reaching towards the light while deepening roots into the soil. Ooh. In Chinese philosophy, yin and yang are the oppositional, interdependent energies that make up the entirety of the universe. It's a lot of word salad there. The energy is lunar, feminine, passive. Yang is solar, masculine, active. Whatever, right? It's Is the universe made up of yin and yang, masculine, feminine? It's made up of life and death, right? Things are coming into being and things are going out of being, going into and out of existence, right? Things come together and they fall apart all the time. Could you call that yin and yang? I don't know. Maybe yang is the coming together and the yin is the falling apart. I don't know. But there's so many ways of categorizing that. The wood element is associated with liver and gallbladder and relates to planning and execution. I hope not like killing execution. So all that stuff, all this hoopla about astrology. There is the wooden dragon, beautiful piece of work. The wood dragon is the energy of spring, reaching towards the light while deepening the roots into the soil. I really like that. Dragons are yang in nature, enigmatic. Intelligent. I'm losing my fucking mind here. I think I got Alzheimer's. Enigmatic. Intelligent, spiritual, and wise. Dragons are curious, independent thinkers, and love to gather knowledge. Apropos of this. What the fuck does that mean? The symbol of the dragon holds the pearl of wisdom. It's a lot of Chinese nonsense. So here's these are the astrologies of the Chinese zodiac. You got rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, and there's the dragon. The snake, the horse, the goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig. No cat. We were talking about that earlier. No cat. Look, I'm saying this lightheartedly. All right. For example, the example I gave you of the Buddha and the morning star is very accurate. It's very, it makes you, if you meditate, you understand why he picked the morning star, because again, it's only up for a brief period of time, half of the year, and only for a brief moment in the morning. So, and only on a clear night, and it's winter time. It's usually cold out, so not a lot of people see it. Right? So he knew that so long as he saw it, he, in fact, was enlightened. Right? Now, the sun comes out all day long. The sun is out today. It is the moon. The moon is out most of the night. You can gaze at it. But the morning star, although it is Venus, you can see it sometimes in the night sky. You're not going to it's only the morning star when it's rising in the morning, and it's the only light, it's the only starlight in the sky, maybe sometimes next to the moon before the sun comes up, right? And that's why he picked it, I think. Right? Picked it as a symbol of enlightenment. What the year of the wood dragon entails for signs. So anyway, well, let's get back to that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Heroes. This is kind of crazy. Check this out. Heroes to zeros. 2 million NYCHA bribery scandal. Hall of shame. Right? So the NYCHA workers charged in the largest single-day bribery takedown. Now, this is in your democratic bloc, New York City, where they claim that the politics and the elections are free and fair. And here they are stealing millions of dollars from the poor people, right? You give me a job as superintendent, and I'll take bribes, right? It's the democratic way. That's the way it is. It's no big deal. You take some money. You need the money, right? Look, the rich people over there, they have all the money. And you're over here, the elected official, and you need some of that money. So you take it. You just take the money. You give them the favor, and everybody's happy, right? That's become the way of the Democrat. That's how they've all made their money. Nancy Pelosi, how many millions of dollars did these people retire with? Adam Schiff, Mitch McConnell. They're all 100 millionaires, right? How? They're taking bribes. But here, the low-hanging fruit, so to speak, superintendents of housing projects who take those bribes, they get thrown in jail. In total, 70 current and former employees of the nation's biggest public housing authority were charged Tuesday in a classic pay-to-play corruption scheme, which saw superintendents and administrators pocketing a collective $2 million over 10 years in bribes to secure work contracts at their properties. So people, 10 years is a long time, and $2 million over 10 years is not an enormous amount of money. So what they were doing was they were securing contracts. They were securing contracts for certain businesses. In other words, I guess if I'm the superintendent of a building and I need toilets fixed, I got 800 toilets to take care of, right? What plumber are you going to use, right? Everybody raises their hand. I'll be the plumber, right? That's city work, right? Nobody over your back. Nobody you get charged the maximum, right? So that's what they were selling. They were selling the rights to the contracts, right? Whoever gives me the most money gets the contract, right? The Hasids, if you're in New York City and if you're familiar with the Hasidic Jews, they don't even care. If you're not a Jew, you're not getting the contract. Right? If I own something and I need to get some service done, some work done, or some products bought or some equipment purchased, I only buy from the Jew. Unless there is no Jew selling what I need, I will always buy from the Jew. That's the way the Jews are. Here, it's whoever has the job gets the money. You pay them. So here's some of them. Here's an Indian guy, Dwakar Rupnar. He stole $83,000. There he is, partying his ass off with his family. Where are they? They're somewhere. They're toasting. Hey, look. First of all, right? Even if the guy stole $80,000, he's a superintendent of a housing project. His salary is more than that. He makes $125,000 a year as the superintendent of the building. So he took $83,000 over 10 years. I don't want to soften it, but it's not a lot. And it's not even close to how much judges and fucking other corrupt politicians take in terms of, election contributions. That's all corruption. That's all bribery, right? They're taking the money. Oh, you put $10,000 in my foundation, my fucking Hillary for America Foundation, and you do it, and then you get your favor. That's a bribe. That is a bribe. Yeah, these guys are getting thrown under the bus. Look at him. Look at this guy. This guy only stole $4,000. $3,000. Namoma Branch took $3,000 in bribes from $22,000 worth of contracts. $3,000. This guy's getting fucking. He's on the front page of the Post for taking $3,000 he's a superintendent of a building. Leave him alone. Yeah. Alex Tolosano. I just pointing out some corruption in New York City. The housing projects. It's democratically elected, democratic controlled, democratic bloc in New York City. You use your job to make money. That's the way it works, right? If you don't like it, don't take the job, right? Take the money. Take the money. That's what we do here. Don't speak out against the money. So let's talk about the election. There was an election last night. You heard over there in Nevada, a primary. It's becoming so obscure, so ridiculous, right? So Joe Biden is the incumbent, and he won by 89.3%. Holy smokes, Joe Biden running away with Nevada. He beat Marianne Williamson, who got almost 3% of the vote, and Gabriel Cornijo. All right. He got 600 votes. Who the hell is he? Who is Gabriel Cornijo? I don't know. But Joe Biden has successfully won the Nevada primary. We knew that. On the other hand, the Republicans have Trump is not on the ballot. Nevada results for the Republican Party with 88% reporting. Nikki Haley somehow got 30% of the vote. 21,000 votes. Mike Pence got 2,700, and Tim Scott got almost 1,000 votes. And none of these candidates, quote, none of these candidates got 63.2% of the vote. Could you imagine, competing in something and you perform, and then a contestant that isn't even there wins, or none of these candidates wins, 0? That's fucking insulting, man. I'd be insulted if I were. I'd be insulted if I were Nikki Haley, but she's not insulted. She's okay with it. Obviously, when you look at the numbers, none of these candidates means Trump. So we can successfully say Trump won. That. Even though he's not on the ballot, it doesn't matter. Come election time, it's obvious that Trump wins Nevada. Let's look at the polls quickly, and then we'll talk about cheeseburgers and the other thing. There's 2 other things I want to talk about. Yeah, McDonald's 18. Let's just talk about Trump for 1 second. Trump is latest poll, February 7. That's today, Wednesday, February 7. TIPP and I, this agency, has Trump up by 2. Same agency, when you add Kennedy and the rest of the candidates, Trump by 6. That's an indication that when you add other candidates like Kennedy, Munchin, West, and Stein, Joe Biden's number goes down. Right? Trump's number goes down a little. Biden's number goes down a lot. So it is safe to say that the spoiler votes are in, and they're stacked against Biden. Right? It doesn't look like it looks like the spoiler votes give Trump a bump up so far. That's what it looks like. Biden, right? When you have them head to head, Trump wins by 2. When you have them head to head with Kennedy and the rest of them, Trump is up by 6. So it does look like the spoiler vote is working against Biden right now. And watch how they come after these guys. Watch how Robert F. Kennedy Jr. becomes the Antichrist, and Cornel West, the black professor from Princeton, is a black racist, and Jill Stein is working with the Russians. Watch how the Democrats try to crucify these fucking people. What else? General election as of February 4, Trump by 6. In the general Haley by 9. That's ridiculous to look at. So it looks like Trump is still wildly popular in America. Ain't changing. What about all of the fishing expedition type felonies that Trump is being accused of having committed? Does anybody really think that any of that is going to slow Trump down? Now, there are people saying that if Trump is indicted or convicted, he's already indicted, but if he were convicted of a felony, right, before the election, that would be a game changer. I fundamentally disagree with that. I don't think it matters. I think people see what's happening, have always seen what's happening, right? And, and regardless of what these corrupt courts say, they're still going to vote their conscience, which is Donald Trump. There's a good review right here by Fox.
Trump's campaign says that he will appeal a ruling that came down today that says he does not have immunity against charges of election interference. Special counsel Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to fast track the case. The justices said no to that. They pushed it to the lower D.C. court, which is normal procedure to ask them to weigh in first.
Right. So that lower court has decided that Trump does not have or did not have presidential immunity for the January 6th rhetoric. Right. So is Trump an insurrectionist? Is Trump a traitor? Is Trump a seditious conspiracy theorist? Should Trump be sitting in prison right now for 33 years like the other people, the ralliers from January 6th? Some of them sitting there for as much as 30 years for showing up at a rally. Is Trump one of those people? Is Trump... I think he is one of them, but was there really a crime committed? What crime? Where was the United States of America overthrown? It's ridiculous. Right? It's a ridiculous argument. This guy's a fucking total fake, Smith. Total hack. Not fake. He's real, but he's a hack.
The legal battle has already put the trial on hold. It was set to begin next month in Washington. So what does all this mean for the former president and for the election? Let's bring in former Assistant U.S. Attorney Andy McCarthy, a Fox News contributor. Andy, always good to have you with us. It's a 57-page decision by a 3-panel group of judges that include 1 Trump appointee and 2 Biden appointees on this 3-panel system. And one of the things that they said is, quote, former President Trump's stance, meaning
this lawyer gives a good understanding of the legal argument here, right?
Complete
that's why I play
immunity, basically, for presidents would collapse our system of separated powers by placing the president beyond the reach of all 3 branches. What do you think about this decision, Andy?
Well, the panel did a very thorough rejection of President Trump's position that he is immune from federal prosecution. It made a distinction between discretionary acts that a president takes, such as, granting a pardon, which they accept that a court has no business reviewing. But they distinguish that from ministerial acts or private acts where a president is basically in the position of following the congressional laws that he takes an oath of office to uphold. And on grounds of constitutional law and policy, they looked at the prior rulings. And even though the Supreme Court has never resolved this precise question, they made a very convincing case that I don't think too many people are surprised by, that the president doesn't have immunity.
I would have to agree with that. I don't think Trump can claim federal immunity to something that a court is saying he did. What you have to challenge is the whole of the argument, which is that none of these things actually happened on January 6th. There was no insurrection, Civil War era overthrowing a government. It didn't happen. It happened in the minds of some people, right? But and plenty of the people in the media, but it didn't, in actuality, it didn't happen. It was just something that, it was a rally that got out of hand. And upon further investigation, that's what it looks like. It looks like a rally got out of hand, people pushing, shoving. It happens all the time in America. If you're not from here, we live in a violent place. We live in a pushy, shovey, opinionated place, and that's what democracy looks like, for Christ's sake. And that's all that really was. So it looks like Trump loses his plea for immunity. He's going to try that with that case will be heard by the Supreme Court. But the bigger question is, will the Supreme Court decide, did Trump engage in an insurrection of the United States of America? Did he try to overthrow the government when he was the government, the sitting president? It's stupid. And the Supreme Court better fucking rule on it soon. We just stay stupid, right? If they don't talk about it, if they don't rule on it, we're just going to remain stupid. It's one of those stupid things. So why is McDonald's charging $18? What time is it? The market's open. Let's look there and we'll talk about cheeseburgers. And bing, boom. What do we got here? Tesla up $3, $1.87. Looks like the NASDAQ is up 55. Dow Jones added another 135 to the equation. 38,600 on the Dow. The S&P 500 is approaching 5,000. Holy shit. Right. It's big. That's all-time. That's a record high right there for the S&P. Record high for the Dow. NASDAQ has seen, I believe, 16,000. It's on its way. It'll be there soon. So markets are up despite, I guess we're in election off of the jugular of these big tech companies to win over their censorship rights, right? The right to censor people. Right? That's really what the argument is about. See, if I'm the president, I can regulate big technology, or I cannot regulate big technology based on what is in my best interest. That's what the Democrats do. Let's censor and say that we're protecting the American people, but really we're just shitting all over anybody who claims that they're MAGA or might enjoy wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat or shirt and might vote for Trump. Anybody who's associated with that crowd is fucking bad and they should be taken offline. It's horrible. That's a horrible existence. And I know you don't see this discussion much on mainstream media or big technology actually talking about it because it doesn't affect them. It affects regular people like me, people kind of down the food chain that have to deal with grotesque levels of censorship and partisanship. Right? We got to deal with this shit. Why not? Why don't we have a rule in America that speech is free speech? And if someone doesn't want to listen to what you're saying, they'll turn it off. If they want to listen to what you're saying, and then let them listen, right? And then and set up your search engines accordingly, because that's the reality of the thing, right? Anyway, so stop complaining. Nvidia down $1. Google's up 50 cents. Apple up 92 cents. Amazon up $1.14. Facebook up another $10 a share to $465 a share. Wow. Microsoft up 1 percentage point. So we have a green day here. It's green day. The ETF that tracks the NASDAQ up 57.34 right now. Good morning. Good morning. Going higher. This was giving me a problem before. I don't know if it's going to open. Yeah, it's not giving me the charts. I don't know. Something's corrupt about Yahoo Finance gets corrupt sometimes. But anyway, so the markets are there's no worries there. It's going up. It's going up. And why is it going up? Well, look at this. Oh, look at these fat people. Who's the fat chicks? Oh, they're selling diapers. How about that? Let's watch the ad. I leak. Zero leak. Look at these fat. Why don't you lose some weight? You wouldn't leak. What's all the leaking about? These are not old people. Why are young people leaking? Why are these women leaking? Can someone tell me? Because they're fat. I bet it has to do with fatness. You wonder? I don't know. It's interesting too because I'm about to talk about McDonald's and we see a diaper commercial for fat people. Why McDonald's? Welcome to America. Welcome to the. Why McDonald's is charging $18 for a Big Mac meal, and why there's no relief in sight. $18 for a Big Mac meal. Wow. You used to, when I was a kid, I guess, McDonald's, Burger King, that was like $4, $5. You got to see a movie for $6. All right. And but now $18. 18. And that was, you know what? I guess that's not really bad when you consider inflation, $18 for a Big Mac. People are going to get priced out of it, right? First of all, fast food used to be for poor people, trying to grab something in between, fucking slaving from one job to the other. They grab some Mickey D's. Right? But now it's not even that anymore. Listen to this. Low-income customers making less than $45,000 per year have largely stopped ordering from McDonald's. Wow. How about that? The Big Mac, fries, and a drink has risen to nearly $18. I'm going to go down to the McDonald's today and check this out. All right? I want to see it for myself. I want to see $18 for a Big Mac fucking meal. Hash browns, $6. And they suck. All right? Big Mac hash brown, that sucks, man. It tastes like salt. It tastes like burnt fucking like burnt straw with salt on it. All right? That's my description of McDonald's McDonald's hash browns. Driven by inflation, global same-store sales in the latest quarter had grown 3.4%, falling short of 4.7% that Wall Street had expected. Eating at home has become more affordable. It sure has. Last week, McDonald's outpost in Connecticut got slammed over its outrageous pricing after a customer was charged $7.29 for an Egg McMuffin and $5.69 for a hash brown. Wow, Mickey D's is going to go circling the drain there, right? Are people really willing to spend $25 on McDonald's? Would you drop a 20 at McDonald's? I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. When I think McDonald's, sometimes I used to think of the ice cream. They have a good Frosty, but I don't eat that anymore. I try not to eat it. Right, and sometimes the French fries, I'll eat McDonald's French fries. They're not bad, not bad. And every once in a while, I confess, an Egg McMuffin, with the egg on it, egg on the English muffin. Although it's not good for the chickens because egg in itself is not a bad food. Chickens will willfully give an egg. I go to a farm close by and gather eggs from the chickens, and the chickens are happy with it. They get to sit around and eat crickets, and they give up some eggs. It's kind of pay for play. But the commercial eggs are the chickens are not as fortunate. So I try not to do that. The location also sold a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon meal. Came with fries and a soda. $19 for a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon. I would say the animals are winning here. Congratulations for the cows because they're giving up the flesh and the milk. Listen, you can make great milk, great cheese using nuts, Have you ever tried that? Try to throw a handful of whole cashews into a blender, put a little water in there, and turn it on for a minute. Turn it on 60 seconds. You get this delicious, amazing, whipped a cashew milk. It's so good. It's so much better than cow's milk, and nobody suffers. Right? The cow doesn't suffer. Right? Leave the cows alone. Drink and needless to say that the cashew milk is obviously healthier. So McDonald's is fucking hosing people. Right? Money, 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 money. McDonald's franchises say they are being financially squeezed by rising costs of insurance, equipment, and labor. I believe that. I believe that they're pushing the. It's not all profit that they're not charging $18 and putting it all in their pocket. They're getting crushed by higher insurance, higher equipment costs, and labor. Right? California is ready to $20 an hour minimum wage for fast food workers. Is that justice right there? Yeah, why not? McDonald's is a hard job. Right? Do you think you can handle an 8-hour shift at McDonald's? I don't know. I'd like to. I guess I'll try. You know, that's hard. That's hard work. You're on your feet. You're mixing and matching and bagging and pushing and talking and going. All go for hours. Right? $20 an hour for that. I think that's comparable. Could anybody do McDonald's? I don't know. It's a hard job. Watch some of those kids work. It's complicated. It's simple. It's simplified, but it's hard, right? So, should we be paying people $20 an hour, or we should go back to the Stone Age and give them $6 an hour, like they did in the 1980s? Right? Can you imagine that? Like the minimum wage was even $20 an hour is not comparable to today's cost of living. $20 an hour will never get you a house. Probably not get you a car, right? No savings. You'd have to work 60 hours a week just to sort of be able to live decent, right? Which is, 5 days a week or something. I don't know. It's just not enough money, right? Things cost more now, and people make a lot less. But there's McDonald's. McDonald's going to go out of business? Nah, they don't care. McDonald's doesn't care if you don't really eat a lot of their burgers. They're mostly into one of their main businesses is real estate. Right? McDonald's will only put a McDonald's restaurant on property if they can own the property. I bet you didn't know that. It's part of the business plan. We're not going to put a McDonald's here unless we own the property. Right? They buy the property, and then the property value goes up. And then when you sell it, you sell the property along with the whatever. And so there's a delicious. Look, American food, folks. That's American food right there. That's what the Americans eat. Right? It's a double burger, a couple of pieces of potato, right? Some bread, some meat, some potato, and some liquid with a lot of sugar in it, right? And caffeine, right? And you could refill it all you want, I think. You could keep refilling the glass with more soda, right? Soda. I don't drink soda. I forgot what it tastes like. I won't drink it because I don't like it. Right? And why? Why would you drink this soda? Right? Soda's food? Coca-Cola is food? Is sweet garbage? Oh, no. No, don't drink that shit. Put a big X here, and eat the fries once in a while. Where's the smoothie? McDonald's has a pretty good smoothie. All right, so McDonald's is fucking hosing people. I want to talk about this theory right here. I got a theory. Hold on a second. Markets are up. Markets are up. Yeah, markets are. Oh, there we go. We're back. We got a chart. Thank you. We got a chart. So the markets are up. Look at this. Look at this thing go. Look at it go. Rivian is down. Yeah, markets are strong. Nasdaq's up 75. S&P 500 up 21. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 87. Last story. Travis Kelce, Got 3 minutes. Travis Kelce weighs in on speculation he'll propose to Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. There he is. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. He's got himself prime piece of wife. All right, he's going to turn Taylor Swift into a wife. Travis Kelce is hoping for a ring at the Super Bowl. Now, this is a rumor. This is not carved in stone. Sorry if you came here thinking that there's a wedding going to happen, but he was asked. Travis was asked by the media, "Are you going to propose to Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl?" Right? Now, why would somebody say that? Right? Why would Travis wait for the Super Bowl to propose to his wife? Right? Why is that? Why not go to one of her amazing concerts and do it on stage in front of her audience? Why are you proposing? Think about it. Why propose to Taylor Swift to your audience? Go to her audience. But nonetheless, people are saying, is there going to be another ring besides the Super Bowl ring on Sunday, right? First of all, he's got to win the game. And he's saying, no, man, I'm just focused. I'm focused on getting this ring. I'm focused on one ring and one ring only, and that's the Super Bowl ring. There's a horn going off. Can you hear that horn? Can you hear the horn? There's a horn beeping outside. A persistent horn. Although the only ring that might be handed out this week will be a sports-related jewel, sources have told Page Six that the blank space singer could be bejeweled before herself over the summer. Right. So there is. I think it's pretty solid, right? Unless they kill each other, unless they eat each other, unless there's, Travis Kelce is caught in the fucking room with 25 fucking hookers or whatever else football players do. He's got to crack unless there's a Hunter Biden moment where Travis is caught with hookers and a crack stem in his mouth and a gun. Right? He's pretty much probably going to marry fucking Taylor Swift, right? Outstanding, right? Scandal free. Love him. Love it. Right. And so, beautiful couple, probably going to get married. That's one of the earliest shots. I don't know, Travis. It just doesn't seem like they're compatible. Look at this guy. He looks like a homeboy. He looks like some fucking ghetto guy. Right? He's got his like a pimp. He looks like a pimp with his gold watch. Now, fucking Swift is elegant. And there's Mahomes. He's the quarterback. He's the tight end. I don't know who this guy is. There's no name there, so I don't know who he is. But this is the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Probably the greatest asset to the team, really. But we'll find out. We'll see. So thank you all for joining me. See you guys. The noise has stopped, so I'll give you some other noise. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man, and I'll tell you more about my plan. Could be interesting, right? I'm going to be asking some interesting questions abroad because I want to know who I am again, right? It's hard when you live in America. You live in the suburbs of America. You kind of take yourself out of everything else, right? You hear these opinions of NATO and what does the world think of America's involvement in these wars, their position with Israel, their position with China. Just ask the people. And if they look at you like you're crazy, like we don't care about Americans, well, then you got your answer. Hare Krishna. I'll see you guys. Hare Krishna. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say one other thing, right? Someone said, oh, what are you, Hare Krishna? Someone said that. Oh, you're Hare Krishna now. You're like one of the skinheads. They all went Hare Krishna. I'm not Hare Krishna. I'm Hare Krishna when I sing it. That's all. Hare Krishna is singing to God. That's all it is. It's just... I play it. I play Hare Krishna. Am I Hare Krishna? Yeah, when I'm playing it, I am. I am right now. Hare Krishna. That's what it looks like. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. It brings me joy. Hare Hare. You know, the Hindus knew, like, music was, it's not passive. You don't just listen to it. You sing it. That's what kirtan music is. Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Play it out. Oops. Yeah, we can go there. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.